Hello everyone, my name is John Blanford. I'm the video team lead for Blug, and in this video we're going to go over the procedures we're going to use to do our live stream for this year's fest. This video is a little bit of a rough cut. There's some limitations, some technical limitations for me doing this video. I'm doing it on a residential internet connection that has a rather limited upload bandwidth cap, so I've had to reduce the quality of the stream considerably. And in general, when you're doing live streaming, there's a lot of delay involved. Nothing happens instantaneously. So in this case, we're using YouTube as our streaming platform. And whenever you do anything on the OBS side, it takes quite a while before YouTube responds to it. So there's a lot of delays and stuff like that. Hopefully for next year's fest, I'll make a slicker video and I'll edit out some of the delays and stuff like that. But hopefully we'll have enough info here for you to get through the process of doing the stream this year. And of course you can ask questions at the fest, and we'll help you through the process. So I'm going to go ahead and start up here. So what I've got here is a Nook system. This is Nook 2, and I'm recording my whole desktop disk rather than doing the virtual controller here, just to make it a little easier for me. And right now we're not streaming, we're not doing anything on this, we're just sitting idle. So the first thing we're going to do when we're doing a stream is we want to be in studio mode, because it really helps us control what the viewer is going to see, so we can control the transitions in a little bit more fine grain. So I went into studio mode, and remember, in studio mode you've got your preview over here and you've got the program. The program, this is what we're actually going to stream. This is, we can change to other things and then come back. And none of this that I've done here has actually hit the actual stream. So that's the additional flexibility that the studio mode gives us. So we're ready to go. We're always going to stop and start our stream with this particular scene, which is the title screen with the schedule message. So this one here is where we start and stop the stream. So starting the stream, super easy. You click Start Stream. So now we are beginning the process of streaming, and there's some info down here. You can see that we've just started to go live. Notice this little thing, delay, starting in 4, 3, 2, and so on. So when we're doing the stream for the fest, we're not going to be streaming immediately. We're going to have a delay on it. And the reason for this is there's been some concerns at BTC that the stream might be used to broadcast inappropriate content. So to try and get around that particular issue, or to address that issue, we're putting a 2-minute delay on our stream broadcast. So the delay gives us some time to get a visual signal from the people in the room that, hey, something's going wrong, and we need to stop the stream, right? So I'll show you at the end of this video how you would stop the stream in that instance. But the main thing is that everything we do now, there's going to be a 20-second delay. This, and for the video here, I put 20 seconds. In the real one, it'll be 120 seconds. It'll be 2 minutes of delay. So some basic info at the bottom. Once we're streaming, we had 0 drop frames. We've been live for 1 minute 32 seconds. We're also recording. So the other thing you notice, that stop streaming is highlighted here. Stop recording is also highlighted now. We've configured OBS to stream and record at the same time. That way we have a local copy of each of the parts of the stream on the recording system, as well as on the full stream. Okay? So I'll show you that that will come into effect when we stop the stream. You need to stop the stream, and you'll also need to stop the recording separately. Okay? So we're streaming live. We're recorded. 15% CPU usage, 30 frames per second, which is what we want to do. Our delay. Notice the little green guy here. This means that our bandwidth is okay. So we're able to send the stream out without dropping any packets. Hugely important. If we drop packets, then our viewers will see a little waiting signal on the preview. They won't actually see anything. So this will, if this doesn't stay green, let somebody know, and we'll try and figure out what's going on in that. Because if it's not green, we're going to have degraded quality for the viewers. In this case, it's telling me that I'm doing about 3.1 megabits per second of bit rate. We'll be using probably around 5 or a little over at the fast, but I had to dial it down for the internet connection here. Okay? And there's some more info in here on our stats window. Okay? That's pretty much the same stuff that's here. So that's our starting the stream. Super simple. Where's it going? Well, it's going to YouTube. So in another window here, I'm going to switch over. We have our YouTube interface. Let me start over here. So this is a list of, we're using a feature in YouTube called events. So we have a list of 2 events. When I'm making this video, it's a few days before the fest, and we have 2 upcoming events. Linux Fest Northwest Day 1 and LFNW Day 2. Right? We've also got, if I look live now, we've got this test one, which is what I'm using for the for this recording. But when we do it at the fest, we'll be using one of these 2 events here. Right? So once you've got the event running, it has a live control room page, which is this thing here that we're looking at. Right? So you won't need to get in here. We'll get into YouTube on one of the controllers, probably controller 3, and it'll all be ready to go as you're doing it. One thing to notice, before I started this video, I stopped the stream so I could show you the process of starting the stream. And notice the system status, it says bad, we are not receiving video data. Well, we did actually start the stream up. What I found in testing is that the status here in YouTube lags behind reality by about 5 minutes or so, 5 or 6 minutes. Oh, there we go. So it just went to OK status. And if we wait a couple more minutes, it'll go back, it'll say status good, right? So if you see this and it says bad or or not good, don't panic right away, because it might just be that it's lagging a bit on it. Okay? So on this screen, we've got our stream status. We have a preview window which we'll use as we're getting the stream started. And you can also look at exactly what the public is looking at, so the public view. You can also go to what they call the watch page here. And I've actually got the watch page opened up in a different window here. So this is the actual stream playing in YouTube's interface. Notice it's the test 2 stream that I'm using for this video. Right? And it's showing the stream schedule, which is what we expect, because if I go back over to this other window, here's the machine that's causing that stream or doing that stream, and notice we've got the stream schedule scene showing. Let's see if this actually works. I'm going to go, let's do this guy, and there you can see the back of my head while I'm recording this video. So one of the limitations on this recording is I'm streaming and doing the video here in the same room, so there's not much space. So what we can do, once remember this is what's actually live, I can say cut, and that will take this scene and make it the live scene. So I click on cut, and notice there it's moved over. Now if I go back to the stream watch page here, notice it's still at the old thing that we the schedule page, not the thing we just switched to. Well, there's 2 reasons for that. One, we have a 20-second delay, right? It'll be 120 seconds when you're doing it live at the fest. So whatever you do, there's going to be a 2-minute delay before it shows up in the real stream window. And the other thing is that YouTube itself seems to log here we go. So it seems to lag a bit. I'm going to move off this screen because we're going to get lots of echo. So I will go back here and we'll cut that back. And so now we've got the delay again. It's causing some echo. So I'm going to shut up here for a minute until this transitions here. It's going to be a 2-minute delay before it shows up in the real stream window. And the other thing is that YouTube itself seems to log. Here we go. So it seems to lag a bit. I'm going to move off this screen because we're going to get lots of echo. So I will go back here. Okay, I think we're past that point. Yes, okay. So when I said there's some technical limitations about how I'm doing this video, you just saw one of them. Obviously, it would be better if I move the two systems farther away so we don't hear each other and stuff like that. But anyway, you get the idea. What we do here, when we make the transition, doesn't appear here until we have some lag, right? So it'll be at least, we're introducing 2 minutes of delay, and YouTube itself has 15, 30 seconds sometimes delay before you actually see it in the actual watch window. Okay? But it is working. If we go back here, what we're doing here is appearing on YouTube. It's just taking a bit of time to get there. Okay? So let's see, what else do we need to go over? Okay, let's talk about, so I mean the basic process of doing this. Oh, I'm sorry, one thing here. This is also a rough cut because I'm not thinking things through here. Let's go back to this. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to use these live events and we're going to reuse them for every recording system. So all the NUCs will be using the same event. And in YouTube, that's done by using what's called the streaming key. So we've set up a reusable streaming key. So every NUC will have the same streaming key and will be sending its stream to either the day 1 or the day 2 live event. So how do we do that when we transition between rooms? So what we do to transition is on this side, we'll stop the streaming, say this is NUC 2, we'll stop it, we'll wait until the delay is completely over with and it's completely stopped. And you'll see what will happen is in the watch window, when we finish streaming from this particular machine, you'll see a little bit of a little wait icon will come, a little circle thing will go around here. And then what we'll do is on the other machine, the machine that's going to be hosting the next stream, we go ahead and say start streaming. And then this will go back, there's a little bit of a transitional period of maybe 30 seconds or something like that. But since we're always starting and stopping with this same screen, it's not visually jarring. So we'll move from one room to another room by stopping the stream in one room, waiting for the buffer, the delay to fully stream to YouTube. Then we'll go to the new machine that's going to start the next stream, and we'll turn it on right away. Even if it's a half hour before the stream starts, we'll go ahead and start it up, and it'll just be sitting at this screen waiting for us to actually start the actual content part of the stream. Right? So for the viewer, they'll watch this, and when a particular stream, a particular session finishes, they'll see a little bit of a delay thing, and then they'll see this screen come back, and it won't be really jarring. But what'll happen underneath the hood for us is we'll be stopping one NUC and starting the other NUC to transition between two different rooms. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, you'll see it as we do it, and it won't be too bad. It works pretty seamlessly. Okay, so that's why we have these two, and we'll be able to transition between them. Okay. So how do we stop? So to stop the streaming, notice that we've got a little arrow thing here that means we've got a submenu. If I click that, we have two options: stop streaming or stop streaming, discard delay. In most cases, we're just going to select stop streaming. If it's just normal, we'll stop streaming. You'll notice that down here, this delay thing will count off, and then it'll eventually actually stop. If there's some issue in the room, and the room captain gives you the visual signal that we need to stop the recording because of some inappropriate content, what you'll do is do stop streaming, discard delay. In other words, whatever's in our buffer that we haven't sent to YouTube that might contain inappropriate content, we're going to stop the stream and discard that so that the viewers don't see it. Okay? So in most cases, we just do stop streaming. So I will just do stop streaming. Notice it doesn't stop streaming right away. It's counting down. So in other words, it's sending that buffer, that delay buffer, out to YouTube. And we're still streaming here for 7 more seconds. Okay, so we'll let that drain. Remember, for your case, it's going to be a full 2 minutes. It'll take you a second, or take you 2 minutes to actually stop stuff. Okay, so we've stopped our stream. And now notice stop recording still is there. So the recording is still going on. So once you've stopped the stream, go ahead and stop the recording, and you'll see the normal Remux window, just like doing a recording. And for your purposes, you need to treat that recording file just like any other recording. In other words, you're going to rename it, and you're going to copy it up to controller 1 and put the info in our workflow spreadsheet. Okay? So that is the basic stuff for a stream. Hopefully that's not too disjointed. At least you get the feel of what we're going to do. And as I said, we'll be there to answer questions and stuff like that and get you through this process. So thanks for watching.